What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video we got a 2023 GSXR 600 in here for some modifications already. Yeah, that's right, guys. This bike has 1,200 miles on it. He's got it all broke in. He's got it ready to rip, and he just installed a Voodoo slip-on with a cat delete pipe. So at first he was like, man, I thought this exhaust was great. It sounded awesome. But when he got to riding it, he's like, I think I lost horsepower. Yeah, that's right, guys. Sometimes if you buy a bike, put a new exhaust system on it, they lose horsepower. The bike is not tuned for that exhaust. Once you open up the airflow, then we have to open up the fuel flow, keep everything balanced and happy. That's what we're gonna do today, as well as remove the restrictions from this GSXR 600. We'll talk more about that in a second. Stay with us, guys. Here we go. Alright guys, before we get into today's live video, let's talk about the tire giveaway going on. Yeah, this week, guys, we're having a tire giveaway, a set of Dunlop Q5 tires. Somebody's going to win. Get your chance at $1.99 on moremafia.com. But before you go past that, March 31st, 7 p.m. Eastern, the giveaway begins for the ZX10. Come on, let me show you right quick. 2023 ZX10R. Somebody's gonna win this bike. There's only limited spots available, so you want to be on the website at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, March 31st, to win this 2023 ZX10R. Good luck, guys. All right, before we do our baseline pull, let's talk about the modifications. This thing is brand new bike, 1,200 miles, K&N air filter, and a Voodoo slip-on exhaust and a cat delete pipe. So we're gonna run it just as is. I've already warmed the thing up and ran it some on the dyno. The bike is crazy lean, meaning not getting enough fuel. These things come pretty lean from the factory. That's what gives it that choppy on-off throttle whenever you're riding it. You let off the throttle, boom, the thing nosedives. Hit the throttle, it like kicks in. We smooth all that out a ton in the tuning, but the main thing is when you go wide open on this bike, it actually has restrictions on the top end that limit how fast it goes and hold the horsepower back. We're gonna be unlocking all that stuff today, making some more power and making it much more enjoyable to ride just because the bike is nice and smooth. Let's fire it up, see what it sounds like, and get our baseline pull numbers now. baseline pull, 103.88 horsepower, 44 foot-pounds of torque. But look at our air-fuel ratio. This right here is terrible. So we want to be down and around in this range, okay? And anything above this dotted line is too lean. Anything below this dotted line is going to be a little too rich. Well, we're not horrible in our tune up here at around 14,000 something RPMs, but down here we are horrible. And that's where the customer is complaining about when he's got like a laggy throttle. In the mid-range, when he goes to hit the throttle, say 5,000-6,000 RPMs, it's just like bleh. And it wasn't like that before he put the exhaust on. Well, now that we've increased our airflow so much, we've got to increase the fuel flow a lot and smooth this thing back out. Now, I wanted to take a second to show you a little bit about what's going on in the ECU. So this is a blank ECU map. So if we go to other maps, secondary throttle plate opening. So this thing has two sets of throttle plates in the bike. One set controlled off your hand. The other set controlled off the ECU here. All right, so we go to this, then we put the thing in 5th gear, which is where we dyno it. You can see the highest it goes is 96.5%. That's technically considered 100% in the ECU, but you can see here at 13,000 RPMs, it drops back to 81%. At 13.5, it drops back to 77%. You can also see it's like that basically in every gear, but at 6,800 RPMs, we're only getting 54% throttle. So even though you're wide open, the bike ain't going wide open. We're gonna correct all that, fix it, as well as do many more things in our ECU Flash, which all comes standard. You can get all this on our website. Send your ECU in to us, get us to hook it up. We're gonna change the fan temps to come on at around 195 degrees. We're gonna delete the stock O2 sensor, the exhaust valve, and then we're gonna disable the deceleration fuel cut. So what that means is when you let off the throttle, the bike shuts off the fuel injectors. That's what gives you that true sensation. When you let off the throttle, then when you give it throttle again, boom, then it kicks all the throttle in, and that's what makes the bike twitchy, jerky, especially if you have a passenger on the back. The passenger is like going back and forth the whole time. We're gonna correct all that. Also, another thing I wanted to point out, if you go to moremafia.com, AKA my website, if you wanna get a Voodoo exhaust, got a discount code for you. Yeah, that's right, guys. Discount code on more Voodoo exhaust and Brock's Performance exhaust, all kind of stuff. Go on moremafia.com, go to the discount codes page, type in code MOREMAFIA5 on Voodoo, get 5% off on the exhaust. This ECU is currently flashing. We should be ready to rock and roll here in just 3, 2, 1. Here we go, guys. We just flashed the ECU. We're about to run it and see what kind of gains we got right off the rip. Remember, this is just unlocking the ECU and doing some minor fuel corrections. Let's see how this does. Then we'll fine tweak it perfect. Exhaust dialed in. This thing is screaming on the dyno. Let me know, comment in the comments below. Let me know, what do you think about the way this bike sounds. Also, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so. It helps us out a lot. Smash that like button. like that. This GSXR 600 is ready to roll. Look at the gains we got out of this thing. Really nice peak and low and mid-range gains. So this thing smoothed out a ton. This right here is at 7,000 RPMs. It went from 49 horsepower to 55, almost 56 horsepower. That's a big gain, and that's a throttle range that you're gonna be at every single time you get on the bike. Yeah, I mean, it's great to gain power at 14,000 RPMs, but on an everyday, I don't know, I could be wrong. On an everyday basis, most people are not normally there, you know, but 7,000 on a 600, you're gonna hit that pretty much every time you get on the bike. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit us up, moremafia.com. Give us a call, shoot us an email. Go and check out the ECU flashing page on the website. There's details there for how you can send in your ECU to get it done. There's a video that'll pop up on the ECU flashing page. Watch that video, it has all the details for what you need to do to send it in. I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, we appreciate that a ton. And if you have had your ECU flashed by us in the past, go ahead and comment in the comments below. Let these guys know what real world results are like. We appreciate all the help, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.